Hello, friends. This week, Zoe and I are heading off to Dallas, Texas for the wedding of my niece Leora and her beloved Dan. Leora is the youngest daughter of my oldest brother Bernie and is the last of his three daughters to marry. As some of you know, I come from a very close family. Leora will be joined on her side of the family by her beloved 90-year-old grandmother, her two sisters, their spouses, and her two nieces and nephew. She also has 5 pairs of aunts and uncles, 12 first cousins, 11 of whom have spouses or significant others, and several of whom have children of their own. What is quite remarkable is how close she is to all of her cousins and their partners. My siblings and I feel so blessed that our children have remained in contact and share meaningful relationships. We know that this doesn't happen by accident. We worked hard over the years to make sure that all of our children were together almost every year for Thanksgiving and for Passover and sometimes other get-togethers during the year. In recent years, before COVID, we found a large enough Airbnb to sleep everyone who could come to these family gatherings. While it's sometimes raucous and nearly out of control, it is always a great joy. My siblings and I were never shrinking violets, and we were never accused of lacking in opinions. For years, we were the loudest voices in the gatherings. However, in the past few years, again, before COVID, we noticed that we're doing more listening than talking, and we've watched with love and gratitude as our children have often led the conversations and are amazed at how thoughtful and engaging they are with one another. No matter how busy they seem to get, these family gatherings remain really important to them, and it's so gratifying to see the way they genuinely respect and love one another. All of this became especially highlighted during COVID when we could not get together. This weekend will be the first family gathering in 2 years. When Leora's older sister Vivi married her beloved Dan. Yeah, we have a lot of Dans in the family. That was in October of 2019, exactly 2 years ago. I had the profound pleasure of officiating at Vivi and Dan's wedding then, and will be officiating at Leora and her Dan's wedding this weekend. I love weddings, and while the ceremony itself is certainly a highlight, I so appreciate the process that has evolved for me over decades as rabbi officiant. I usually meet with the couple between 6 or 7 times during the year before the wedding. During our sessions, I invite the couple to create the ceremony of their dreams with my guidance and support. I ask each couple I work with to talk about their deepest convictions about what getting married means to them. And we work to weave these commitments into the fabric of the ceremony. My promise to every couple I work with is that I won't say one word during their ceremony that they both can't get behind 100%. Now, in order to honor this promise, I challenge the couple to declare what they care about as clearly as possible. I deeply believe that a sacred moment always involves truth-telling. A couple is a wedding's truth-telling ceremony about their understanding of their love and commitment to one another. To be a witness to and resource for this process with the children of my siblings who I've known and loved their entire lives is a gift beyond measure. It allows me to get to see a a side of them that is most precious, and to really get to know their spouses, which is a treat. This summer, 2022, my younger son Ethan and his beloved Hannah are getting married, and they too have asked me to officiate at their wedding. Now, I had to think about whether I could fully enjoy the experience as father if I was also functioning as the rabbi. But the privilege and trust involved in helping them create the ceremony of their dreams was impossible to pass up. And I know this will be a memory that I will always treasure. I've spoken to many people in our community who have used this strange time of COVID to draw nearer to family through more regular contact over Zoom and other virtual platforms. So many people have mentioned that one of the unintended consequences of COVID is that, ironically, some families have drawn closer together. I hope that as we slowly come through this time, that people will remember this and more fully appreciate the gift that family can be. For those who don't share the blessing of a close family, I bless you with the warmth and love of the family you have managed to create and surround yourselves with. As we begin to enjoy the possibilities of gathering in person more often, may we all hold close the blessings of being able to spend more time with the people we love and care so much about. Stay safe and be well. Shalom uvracha, peace and blessings.